Hello and welcome to Squibblenuts videos on Galaxy Quest Productions. Now, today I'm not going to show you it's not a tutorial. This is just a few things that I've picked up on my journey in the last few weeks on how to do things on Blender. Now, this is the basic stuff. It's just putting up a profile picture that you can work for your box modeling. Now, here we are in the default mode, and you have start off with a default cube as always, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that cube straight away by pressing Control X, or is it just X? No, it's just X, sorry, X, where start there, and delete that X and delete that cube actually, not the X. There's a cock up there, but there you go. Did I just say cock up? Oh, I just said it again. Oh well, never mind. So, right, starting from the beginning again. We got rid of the cube. We want to put a picture in that we want to work to, and we want to split it into two, and we want to be able to sorry, box model on it. So, to start off with, we will start with a nice easy start and press the letter N key. You get this border of I'm not sure what they call this box, I can't remember, but anyway, it's this side panel on the right. In this case, on the right, it's got down at the bottom here display, and then it's got background images. So you tick that box and you click on the little triangle that points down. It opens up another little box. You then press add image, which opens up another little box, and then you go to open, and you find the file picture that you want to bring in to the Blender, into Blender. And one I was using, I should go back to the one I was using, which is, I can find it, I remember what I've done with it. Oh, there it is, there, that one there. Click that, double click that, and it doesn't show up on the screen straight away. Of course, it's not, you're not in the right, you are still in user perspective, which is a sort of three-dimensional picture of the whole thing. This is your work area, main work area. And anyway, to get your picture up, which you've put in there, you make sure you put it in there by going back to the bottom of your panel on the right and seeing that you've got a file in there. If you click on this little box, the little picture comes up and it says what it's for. But on there you also get a picture. You can see it's in there. It shows it's in there, and its name's there. So to get this picture up on screen, we need to go into front ortho, which is a matter of pressing the number 1 key. Oh no, sorry, what's happened to my picture? Oh dear. Sorry, number 5. Press number 5 on the keyboard, on your number pad rather, and you get your picture up. And there's my picture of, that was embarrassing, yes, I thought it was the 1 key, but anyway, get your picture up. It was button number 5 on your number pad, on my one anyway. I could swear I got it up on 1 earlier, but 1 doesn't do anything, so no. Okay, right, so there you got your picture. This is you're going to box model this shape that you've put up. So that was quite easy, wasn't it? Just to put your picture in. Didn't need any extra planes or anything like that to put it on. So that got you that. Now we want to split the screen in two, because I want a left and a right view. I want the side view and the front view at the same time. So to do that, there is several ways. There's a little corner thing up here, which I believe you can drag out, and you get your double box like that. You can drag it out that way, or you can go to this toolbox, to the edge of this screen, and right click, and you get split area. But as we pulled it from the side, you don't have to. But that's 2 ways to do that. But I find normally I just split the screen, do it that way, but I thought I would show you that one there. Now each one's got its own side panels, which is the toolbar, which is that one, and this one, there's a nice toolbar. You see this one is transform, so we can call this a transform menu, and this is the tool menu, and you've got that on both sides. So you've got your tools, and you can press N again, you get another transform bar menu. So therefore you've got two lots of pictures, one showing, at the moment they're both showing front ortho. We don't want this in front ortho, so we go to that, click on that one and press 3, I believe. Yes, 3, and you get the right ortho. So it's 5 and then 3, 5 to get this one up and 3 to get this one up in the right ortho and the front ortho. Now you need these two, and I'll show you why in a minute. So we'll just get rid of these panels because we don't need them. Just click N and T, N and T. That gives us our freedom. Nice big picture. And zoom in. Right, so therefore what's left to do now is add a mesh file. Now you can get it from this menu bar at the top, mesh plane, or you can press Shift A, which brings up the same menu. Now that's your choice. It doesn't matter which, they're both the same, it's just two different ways of doing it. Right, so I selected that, and here is our plane that's come up that we're going to use to do the box modelling with. Now it's just a plain box, and we're going to split it up into two, put a mirror on it so we can know how to do half the work, and that's how it starts. Now first of all we need to get this panel or this plane in the right position. Now to do the first one, which is this one, we will do R X 9 0, and that brings it up. Okay, and then click on your left mouse button and that will bring it into view like that. Now we're in object mode and we're in solid. Now I suggest you change from solid to wireframe just so you can see this better. So that's like that, and that's like that pane there is the same, that's the same pane. That one is the same, they're both the same, identical, but one's on its side and one's on its flat. In flat view, front of view. In the front view, see, we've got front view, front picture, front panel. This is right ortho, which is the side, and this is side view, and this is the side of the plane. Now we've just positioned that into its rightful place. We're not in position, but it's right plane. Now we need to position this, so we use the little arrows down here in the global, and we click that on and off. You can click it on and off, see, like that. Choose your choice. That's scale, that one's rotate, and this one's just move. Okay, so we want to move it into position first before we go anywhere else. We need it up the center of our figure so we can get it right position to start with. Because once you start moving it, or once you go into edit mode, you won't be able to move it anymore. So you really need to get this done. This is important, to get it lined up exactly where you want it, down the center of the figure. And this one of course will be moved to the center, or to where you feel the center is. I would put it just in front of the ear, depends on yourself really. And you can maneuver this one up to the top of the head. You see the panels at the top of the head, and then it's down here. Now this one's come different size. They are different perspectives, or not perspectives, different positions. So, but this center point should be exactly the same, because we've got to adjust this yet. You see, so this can be adjusted. This plane can be adjusted once we go into object mode, edit mode. I mean, we can adjust this width and height of this box. So don't take no notice of that. Just the center point is what you're after. That's the important part. That comes under the nose, where I've placed it. I start under the nose. Some people start at the chin. You know, it depends on yourself what you want to do. How your loops are going to be drawn on your faces. And obviously that's the face, and how you want your loops to go around the face. So therefore we position it first in object mode, and then we go to edit mode to be able to do work on it. Now when we go into edit mode, we're going to do a little bit of work on it. We bring it in so we can see it. You can adjust the picture itself, this picture, by using the shift and mouse scroll wheel, rather. Yeah, the mouse scroll wheel, and you can position it where you want it, and you can position that where you want it. So it's shift for up and down, and control is left and right. Yes, left and right. Yeah, we're bringing it into the centre. We don't want to see him anyway, because we're concentrating on this man, his face at the moment. This is a little character that I've decided to try and make, and that's his name's Kindling Firewood, and he's a dwarf, hence the size. He's only very short, he's only 6 heads high, and that's how I proportion my bodies for different sizes. I could have gone smaller, but I think 6 is good enough for a dwarf. And when I say heads, well, obviously that's the head, 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads, whatever. This is 6 heads, I believe. It works out 6 heads, trust me. Anyway, that's how you get that. You get him into position. You've got yourself into edit mode. You're now going to transform this plane into a workable plane, a working plane. I'd say I call it a working plane. And to do that, we need to come out of that for a start, and we need to go. I know we've got to split it first, so we need to get it into edit mode. Click on it, Control R, you get this purple line comes up. If you go to the left or the right, it comes up horizontally. If you go to the top and the bottom, it goes up vertically. Now we're only going to be using half of this, because the other half is going to get mirrored, and we'll use that to do only half the face. So anyway, we will left click once we've got that. Don't go in the middle, because it's like no man's land in the middle. Sometimes you can't get no reference from it. You have to go to the top or the side to get it to show up sometimes. This particular day it seems to be working all quite well in the middle. But anyway, other days I get it where it doesn't catch it in the middle. So anyway, here we go. So we left click it, it turns orange, and then we can move it about if we want to, but we want to get half the nose, so we're going to stay in the centre of that little dot in the middle, and we're going to click that, right click that, so it now stays. It won't change, it won't move about now without it moving the plane. So that's that done, and you press A to come out of it. You've got this double box. The one's lighter than the other. On the main control panel, it hasn't come up yet, but we'll get round to it eventually. There's a little bit you need to have a look at. I think it's on this one. Yes, we need to put on X-ray. Now X-ray makes that see-through. Even though it's already see-through, it makes it see-through when you're actually modelling and that. So anyway, we need to click that and tick that box. You need that box ticked. Now we're going to select these 2 vertices on the side here, top and bottom, by pressing B, and this box comes up. This crosshair comes up with it, and then we left click, drag, and select those 2 points, which you've done loads of times. If you've done any computer work whatsoever, you would do a lot of dragging and stuff like that, and that's all you're doing really. It's the same as that. So we've got our 2 vertices picked. We can now press X to delete the vertices which we don't want. Right, so they're gone. We're down to half a box now, or half a panel. That's down to half a panel as well, but you can't see it from this angle. But you then go to this spanner up here, or wrench, whichever country you come from. I'm from England, so it's a spanner to me, but to Americans it's probably a wrench. I don't know what it is in other languages, because I don't know any other languages, but I'm sure you could let me know. Then we go down to this little mirror modifier here. Sorry, I didn't go there properly. Wrench, add modifier, click on that, click on the mirror, and then you see the box becomes double again. See, but that's only a mirror of this side. It's just a reflection of that side. It's not really there as such. It's just to save you doing the whole face. It gives you half the face. Now we're in the edit mode, and you've got your half face and you've got your mirror face. Now you can use that. You click on it and press scale, I believe. Is that one? No. Oh no, you can't scale it. That's right, you can't scale it in edit mode. So you have to go back to object mode, I believe. Let's make sure that's right. And scale, yes, that's it. So you can scale it down in object mode, but you can't scale it down in edit mode. As we need it to get it to size on the picture, we need to do this now. Roughly, get it roughly the size you want. Down to the nose under there. There you go, bring that back forward a bit. And pulling that back a bit over there so we can see it properly. And we can manoeuvre it because we're in object mode. And we get it in the middle of the nose. That's right down the centre. You can turn these off, these arrows off if you don't like them, they're getting in your way, by just pressing the global button here, which is like it gives you the X, Y and Z angles. I think that's what it is, the symbol of the X, Y and Z. So that's what it is, the X, Y and Z, so that makes it simple, nice and easy. And then we're on the nose, right. So therefore we can now go back into edit mode with our plane already set up and away to go. Now I'm going to end the video here because I think you need to absorb what you've learnt, and I think it's very important that you absorb what you've learnt, and you can play this video as much as you like and go over it just to make sure you get it right. Another thing I didn't do, I just realised, is this clipping must be ticked. Otherwise your two halves of your mirror come apart, which is not good. It causes all sorts of confusion. So make sure you do that. That's very important. Clip that clipping box there, so you don't have any problems later on. Otherwise, if you grab that vertice there and start pulling it, that will come away from the mirror, so you'll have these big gaps and you won't know it'll just be a mess really. So it's best to make sure you do that before you even start. So right, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Oh, of course, don't forget to comment or leave a like. Thank you very much. Bye for now.